So today, we're gonna do something kinda cool. We're taking a simple children's story about a little boy named AAban and his magic book, and we are going to tear it down to its studs. Why? Because tucked away inside this simple tale is the secret code, the blueprint for some of the biggest and most powerful stories ever told.
So what on earth could an ancient myth, a billion-dollar blockbuster movie, and a 5-year-old's backyard adventure possibly have in common? Well, it turns out a whole lot more than you'd think. They all follow this timeless, incredibly powerful pattern, and that is exactly what we're going to unpack right now. All right, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll meet our hero and get the lay of the land. Then, we'll follow him as he gets the call to adventure through all his trials and right up to the final showdown with the Monkey King. And once we've seen the whole journey, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal the secret formula that makes it all tick.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, A Hero and His Book. Every great story has to start somewhere, right? Well, for storytellers, this is what's called establishing the ordinary world. So every great story is built on these classic roles. First up, we've got AAban, our cheerful, brave 5-year-old hero. Then you have the magic ABCD book. Now, this isn't just a prop, it's the goal, the thing that gets the whole plot rolling. And of course, you need a villain. Enter the mischievous Monkey King, our antagonist who's about to stir up a whole lot of trouble. And that trouble brings us right to Section 2, the call to adventure. This is that key moment when the hero's nice, comfortable world gets completely flipped on its head.
In storytelling, there's a technical term for this, the inciting incident. Think of it like the first domino that gets knocked over. It's that one single event that shatters life as the hero knows it and forces them onto a new path, whether they feel ready for it or not.
And for AAban, that domino is theft. The Monkey King just swoops in and snatches the magic book. And that's it. That one action forces AAban out of his safe, cozy garden and into the unknown, the magical deep forest. He's answered the call. The adventure has begun. So, he's in the forest. And that brings us right to Section 3, Trials of Wit and Courage. A hero isn't a hero just because they say so. They have to be tested. This is where they prove they've got what it takes. First, he goes up against this sly fox. And this isn't a fist fight, it's a battle of wits. The fox is all about cunning, setting up riddles and traps, but AAban's got a weapon of his own, logic. He uses the letters he remembers from his book to outsmart the fox. It's the first test where he learns that what he already knows is a superpower. Next up, the lion. This is a totally different challenge. It's about brute force. But AAban doesn't try to match the lion's strength. Instead, he taps into his wisdom, his courage, and just stands his ground. He proves that true bravery is way more powerful than a loud roar. He's finding the strength inside himself he never knew was there. And for the final trial, he faces the zebra, a total blur of speed. The zebra's trying to run circles around him to confuse him. So what does AAban do? He uses strategy. He thinks a few steps ahead, finds a shortcut, and outmaneuvers him. He's not just reacting anymore, he's adapting. Each challenge has totally leveled him up. Okay, he's passed the tests. He's leveled up, which brings us to the main event, Section 4, the Monkey King's trick. This is the final confrontation, the boss battle.
So, this final showdown plays out in a few key steps. First, he has to get to the tree palace. Then comes the real test. He has to pick out the real book from a bunch of fakes. After that, he uses what he's learned to spell the magic word. And finally, he can teleport home.
The Monkey King's trick is pretty clever, a classic illusion. But it's got nothing on AAban's genuine connection to his goal. He just remembers the special way his book glows. It's that memory, that personal detail, that cuts right through the deception. In the end, it isn't some crazy magic that saves the day. It's his own knowledge.
All right, we've seen the whole adventure from start to finish. Now for the really cool part, the big reveal. Let's pull back the curtain for Section 5 and look at the storyteller's secret formula. There was this brilliant thinker, a mythologist named Joseph Campbell, who studied myths from all over the world his whole life. And he said something that just nails it. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. This idea is the absolute heart of a structure he discovered called the hero's journey. And if you look at AAban's story, it fits this pattern perfectly. Check this out. The ordinary world, that's AAban, safe in his garden. The call to adventure, bam! The book gets stolen. The road of trials, that was him facing the fox, the lion, and the zebra.
The ultimate boon, the treasure he was after, getting his real book back. And the return home, spelling home and zapping back a totally changed kid. It's a perfect match. And here is the real secret. This structure, this blueprint, it's not just for kids' stories. It is the literal DNA of Star Wars, The Lord of the Rings, The Matrix, you name it. All these epic stories feel so huge and important because they tap into this deep, fundamental pattern of what it means to go on a journey.
You see, this pattern, leaving home, facing challenges that force you to grow, and coming back changed, it resonates with us so deeply because, in a way, it's our story. It's the story of learning, of overcoming, of becoming who we're meant to be. It's the story of being human. So now that you can see the blueprint, what story will you build?